This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo, what up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep the Casino podcast. As always, I am your boy Brown. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. This your first time tuning in. Please do me a favor, hit the sub button. Everybody that's tuned in, do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you haven't hit the bell, make sure you do so you can stay notified when we drop new content. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. If you agree, you disagree, you want to correct me on something or just call me a Oouuber, let me know in the comments. Just make sure you keep the C note. Please hit the share button. Share this with somebody that likes to talk sports and entertainment like you so that we can all talk that talk together. Funniest thing I've seen so far this week, I'm still laughing at Ryan Garcia, the body shot, the liver punch, delayed reaction. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying body shots don't hurt or a liver shot doesn't hurt or won't shut your body down. But that boy got up at exactly 10 and walked off. I'm just saying. Delayed shot. You went down 5 seconds after you got punched. You stay down to 8, get back up. If you still don't have your bearings, which obviously you did, you can grab me. I'm just saying, I never like to call anything rigged, just flat out rigged, or I'm not trying to say Ryan took a dive. But come on, man. I'm just saying. Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, as they call him, has a lot going on right now. Colorado University, 23 players just hit the transfer portal. Most of them being told to go on and get. Keep it a C note. How you feeling Deion Sanders' actions so far as the coach of Colorado University's football team? Let me know. I mean, it's great that Deion is shipping them guys out, and we know he's going to bring talent in. It's almost like he's treating this like an NFL team. He's cutting players, and he's bringing a bunch of free agents in. You just ain't got to pay them. The thing is, that worked at Jackson State because it ain't that much talent in that division. But now you're in Division I. Every school has talent. So even if you're getting a number one player or you're getting a couple nice guys, you still got to win. I think the pressure is going to be on Deion more because of all the antics that he has going on. They're going to want that man to produce. I mean, some schools may just be like, hey, he bringing us money, is cool, but Deion can't go 6 and something, 5 and something, and think it's going to be cool. I'm just keeping it a C note. One thing I didn't agree with Deion Sanders is if you get there, when you first got there, like Deion, when them cameras is on, Deion goes crazy, right? He says all type of stuff. He runs all type of movies. You let everybody know. Some people going to have to hit the portal. You let us know that when you first got there. But the thing I don't like about it is when you read, most of these kids were told by their position coach that they had been cut. So if Coach Prime can go in front of these cameras and run a movie, I feel as though he should be the one to tell these kids, like, yo, you got to slide. The positions coach wasn't on the camera talking about some people going to have to roll. No, that was Deion. Like, don't let them guys do your dirty work. Like, you go let them kids know, just like you let everybody know when the cameras is on. Be that same person when the cameras is off. I'm just keeping it a C note. As a parent, I'd have been upset with that. Like, who? Your offensive line coach told you was cut. Like, come on, man. That's not cool at all. NBA playoffs in full effect.
Recently, we had the Clippers. They were just eliminated by the Phoenix Suns. They lost that series 4-1. Minnesota Timberwolves were eliminated by the Denver Nuggets 4-1 in that series also. How you feeling the NBA playoffs so far as a fan? I'm not just saying as your team. I'm just saying the whole playoffs as a whole. Keep it a C-no, let me know. My thing is, I think the NBA is in trouble. They need to do something. I don't know what they can do, but they're putting out a watered down product. You look at the Clippers, all year load management so we can have Kawhi and Paul George healthy for the playoffs. Get to the playoffs, Paul George doesn't play one game. Kawhi only plays 2 games and then his body gives out on him, his knee, whatever the injury is this time. And that's just a load management team. You look throughout the playoffs, Giannis has missed games. Ja Morant hurt himself in the playoffs. Second year in a row, he hurt himself in the playoffs. Embiid has hurt himself in the first round. He's usually hurt all around towards the end of the first round, beginning of the second round, every year. De'Aaron Fox, the list goes on. I'm just saying, load management, a lot of people are upset with load management, but these guys are just breaking down, even the guys that don't have load management. The NBA is totally watered down. If you look, I believe since maybe Kawhi and Toronto won it, every year has been like an asterisk. Kawhi won it, people was like, but KD and Clay got hurt. The next year might have been the bubble year, but the year when Giannis won it, it was a lot of talk about Brooklyn, I believe, was hurt, or this team was. It's like every year, everybody's breaking down in the playoffs. I don't know what the NBA can do about it, but they're putting out a watered down product. You got the best teams making it, and then only a couple guys stay healthy. And listen, I'm not with pushing nobody out, but it has to be a time when you got to force these guys to retire. I'm keeping it a C-note because you just look at this fan. Paid money all year to watch the Clippers, and some nights I'm going to games, Kawhi, Paul not playing. Get to the playoffs. Both of them got. I mean, come on, man. There's got to be a point in time where you look out for the fans. They're the one that's banking the NBA. Y'all got to do something about these players getting hurt. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be something done. But let me ask y'all, what are we going to do with Paul George, Kawhi Leonard? Got another year on a contract. Do you do the whole load management and try y'all again next year? Or do you get rid of one of them? Keep it a C-note, let me know. How about Minnesota? Minnesota is underachieved. Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert did not work. Where do you go from there? Do you trade Karl Anthony Towns? Is it finally time for Minnesota to trade him? Keep it a C-note. Because Karl Anthony Towns, Minnesota has chose him over a lot of people. Wiggins was supposed to be that guy over there. Karl Anthony Towns came over there. They said, no, we're going to make Towns the guy. Jimmy Butler was there. A lot of people really passed on Jimmy Butler. We'll get back to that, though. Jimmy Butler was there. He didn't get along with them guys. They kept Karl Anthony Towns. They got rid of Wiggins. They done brung Russell and his friend. They done everything to help this guy. And to me, he's just not it. Me personally, if I'm Minnesota, I'm taking calls for Karl Anthony Towns. I'm building my team around Anthony Edwards. That boy is the future. And plus, Anthony Edwards is a guy that you need. When you got a superstar, you want it to be somebody like Anthony Edwards, aggressive and I mean, he did have a couple games. I ain't gonna lie. He had a couple games, especially that playing game where he didn't show up. But most of the times, you want an aggressive dude that ain't scared. And Karl Anthony Towns, he's just like a soft, tall kid. Pause. But I'm saying he doesn't, as the leader of your team, he doesn't give you that. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying. So, me personally, I would, if I'm Minnesota, I'm taking offers for Karl Anthony Towns. I'm building that team around Anthony Edwards. Flip side, if I'm a GM for somebody like the Sixers, and I know it's a lot of talks, a lot of hoping and praying for Dame Lillard. But if I'm the Sixers, I'm calling Minnesota and I'm giving them everybody but Joel Embiid for Anthony Edwards. That's the move I would make. I'm keeping it a C note. Cleveland Cavaliers, when I picked my upsets, I said if it was one upset in the Eastern Conference, it would be the Knicks over Cleveland. I still didn't see it. But they on the ropes. Cleveland is on the ropes. Donovan Mitchell happened. This happens every year with Donovan Mitchell. I remember Shaq said he just wasn't that good. He doesn't get better. I've seen a lot on social media that's saying Donovan Mitchell is just a regular season player. After watching the playoffs this year, do y'all agree with that? Because I look at it, I'm like, Donovan Mitchell is good. He's definitely good. He get busy. But it's like that game never translates to the playoffs. I don't know why. And I'm not saying he doesn't have good games in the playoffs. Don't take that out of context. What I'm saying is he don't look the same in the playoffs. And to me personally, with the Cleveland Cavaliers having a good young team last year, even if you was going to get rid of the kid Sexton, I don't know if Donovan Mitchell was the guy to bring in because he's a smaller guard. So you still going with the two-guard theme, but Donovan Mitchell ain't really a passer. And Garland ain't really a passer. So the perfect scenario, I think, is if you swap Donovan Mitchell with Jalen Brunson from the Knicks right now, because Donovan was supposed to go to New York. If you swapped them right now, New York Knicks are on the brink of elimination right now. I'm just keeping it a C note because Jalen Brunson knows how to get his, but everybody else get theirs too. Donovan kind of take away from people. That's just my thoughts. But what's your thoughts on it, people? A lot of people are saying Donovan Mitchell is only built for the regular season. He's not a playoff guy. Do you agree? Disagree? Should you call him a Uber? Keep it a C note. Let me know. Shout out Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Buckets, 56 points in a playoff game against Milwaukee. He has Milwaukee on the brink of elimination. And in Philly, there's always a lot of talk about Tobias being chose over Jimmy Butler. And they make Philly the joke, but Minnesota also let Jimmy Butler go. So it wasn't just the Sixers. And again, I don't think that was all Tobias. I think Tobias gets the blame. But I think they wanted to give Ben extra money. So that was the reason of getting rid of Jimmy Butler. Either way, it did not work out. The Sixers right now with Jimmy Butler would have probably made the NBA Finals once or twice by now. I'm just keeping it a C note. It's official, though. Aaron Rodgers is with the Jets. Keep it a C note. What's your thoughts? Do you got the Jets making a run? Yes, no. Keep it a C note. Better question for you. Is Aaron Rodgers now the best quarterback in the AFC East? Yes, no. Keep it a C note. I'm going to say no. I believe Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the AFC East. I mean, it's a lot of talk about Aaron and this, that, and the third, but I don't think Aaron has been that. Even with the MVP seasons, I'm always on record as saying he's not that good. And sometimes them MVPs come with the record. Sometimes, not all the time. I know he don't turn the ball over as much as Josh Allen, but I just think right now, Josh Allen has better arm strength than him. Josh Allen more mobility than him. Now, Aaron got him on the accuracy, but I believe Josh Allen is the best quarterback right now in the AFC East. But keep it a C note. How you feeling about Aaron Rodgers? Let me ask y'all this. Will Aaron Rodgers win another Super Bowl before he retires? Let me know. Keep it a C note. Before we get out of here, it's been a lot of talk with the music game, especially hip-hop, and AI's artificial intelligence. We seen something where the AI was rapping in Jay-Z voice. There's also programs or sites where you can have an AI make you a beat. You can have an AI write your rhymes. All of that. So I just want to know, how do y'all feel right now about AIs in music, artificial intelligence in music? You cool with it? Yes, no, keep it a C note. Me personally, I know the AI stuff has been around for years. They tried to program us with certain movies and all of that to let you know that it's been around, but you don't just out of nowhere pop up with an AI that can rap and sound like Jay-Z or an AI that can write lyrics. I think we're at the end of the days as far as the music game goes. AIs will probably eventually take over. I'm just keeping it a C note. But if we're speaking AIs, artificial intelligence, especially with hip hop, let's take a guy like Young Thug, right? RICO charges and all that, wiretaps and all that. With all these AIs, artificial intelligence, and they can do all this stuff with voices and all that, is there reasonable doubt to throw wiretaps out in cases like that now? I'm not saying that they'll go that far to get the regular guy on the corner, but a guy like Young Thug, is AI's enough reasonable doubt to start getting wiretaps thrown out? Keep it a C note. Let me know. Message the Young Thug. Have your lawyer look into it. AI's reasonable doubt. They didn't just come out of nowhere with gadgets that can turn their voice into Jay-Z or anybody that you want them to without already having the technology. I'm just keeping it a C note. I'm about to wrap this episode up. As always, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, if this your first time tuning in, salute to you. Please make sure you hit the sub button. Everybody that's tuned in, please hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell so you can get notified when we drop new content. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. If you agree with anything, if you disagree, you want to add on, or if you just want to call me a Uber, and please hit the share button. Share this video with somebody that likes to talk sports and entertainment, just like you, so we can all talk that talk together. As always, I am your boy Brown. Please tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to tell everybody. Keep it a C note. I holla at y'all.
This is what I'm feeling like. Da 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da 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 da.